Welcome to the Ballroom Dance Channel. We are a worldwide community of ballroom dancers. My name is Sunny. I am a longtime ballroom dancer. I started as an amateur social dancer, worked my way up through the competition ranks, all the way up to the professional championship level. I'm a longtime dance teacher, been in this industry 40 years, and we meet here every day to chat all things ballroom dance. Okay, today's topic. Over the years, I have taught three types of students. They all fill one of these three categories. Okay, so number one, social dancers. So these folks don't compete, they don't perform, they just dance for fun. Usually they take group classes to get some pools in their bag to throw out at the social dances, but obviously not super skilled dancers, they just do it for the joy. Well, they come for private lessons, just like competitors, but the difference is they come once a week at most, some of them once a month, every few months. I have one couple I see one time a year. They come to me as their gift to themselves for their wedding anniversary, which is great, but they take real sporadic lessons. And they tend to stay very long term with that one teacher. In my opinion, because they don't have super high expectations. Anything you give them, they're happy with, as long as you give them a little toy to play with on that social floor. Or sometimes they come to me to clarify what they've learned in a group class. Even as a social dancer, the group class setting, you have a limited amount you can cull out of that, just because it's kind of targeted to everyone and not really to you. So they might come in and say, oh my gosh, I took this foxtrot class. I don't know what the teacher was talking about. They might show me a video from the class or write down the figures and I'll teach them how to do it. And then they happily go back to that teacher and take 20 more group classes with them. Don't see me after that for another 3 months. Okay, next up, competitors. So this is the next most common student I see. So by volume of warm bodies, not as many. But here's the catch. They take exponentially more lessons than the social dancers. The competitors book up the majority of my lesson slots. And frankly, competitor can include performers or social dancers who want to dance at that more beautiful, elite, technically precise level. So maybe we'll call these people high achievers. And they don't stay as long-term usually because they get to a certain point in the comp ranks where they're like, oh, I'm just frustrated, and they move on to something else. But they definitely book up the lion's share of those lessons. They take up to 20 a week, depends on the person. Final category, teachers. So these are people that are either currently teaching. They come to me and they're like, give me something fancy that I can teach my couple because they want to learn something new. So the teacher doesn't know open level choreography, but they want me to give something that's maybe not technically real precise, but that gives their student a fun time. Because not all the pros do know the open level figures. Okay, second type of teacher, they're pro-am, and they're trying to get all of these ladies onto their comp docket. So say they specialized in American rhythm when they were competing, and they might have a certification in standard, but that doesn't mean you really master it. It's just like memorizing a bunch of stuff for a short-term test, and then I don't need that anymore. Well, you kind of at least need the meat and potatoes when you compete pro-am, because you have these syllabus levels. I gotta teach the prime a routine that's not gonna get them DQ'd from the comp. So I've had, for example, someone that was certified in all the styles, very competent dancer, showed me his bronze routine and get a lock in a foxtrot, double reverse. That doesn't exist really, even in open, don't do that. And so I kind of refine what they're doing. Now, those people usually come to me with a prime student and they tell me, hey, don't give me feedback in front of the student because I don't want to look stupid. Not that the student thinks you're stupid. I'm just telling you what the shtick is behind the scenes. So correct her, but I'm going to glean out of there what I should be doing. So I'm always approach those lessons with a great deal of caution because I don't want to offend anyone. I'm super flattered that they come to me, not as a dancer, but as a human being, because they know I'm not going to try and skeeve off their student, I'm always going to be respectful. I would never put down another dancer because you know what? That person inevitably has skills I don't have. We all have our strengths. And secondly, the type of student that comes to me is someone that wants to become a teacher. So they're maybe gunning to get some sort of certification. And in that case, I just march them through the syllabus and we go through real technical information. This isn't like high-level comp technique at all. As a matter of fact, it's often in conflict with technique. I'm just going over the ISTD book and okay, here's how you do this figure. Here's the leads part. Here's the follows part. Heels and toes, angles, done. And in my experience, all of the pros I've ever taught, they don't take with me long-term. They just come and buy, I'll call it, packets of information. I want to learn the solver Roomba today. And they can't get an entire syllabus in one lesson, but they might come for a certain number of weeks or months to master whatever that information packet is that they need. And then I won't see them for a long time until they're ready for, okay, I want to learn the bronze quick step syllabus. And they suddenly show up again. Same thing with those more social level teachers that want the fancy choreography. Total one-off lessons for them. Their info packet, I can communicate easily in one private. I can give them a bunch of fancy stuff they can do. In which case they'll see me once every 6 months, and they'll come in and I'll give them a rocket or something crazy just so they have a little toy to teach, and then they disappear again. So anyway, those are the 3 types of students I have ever seen, as well as any of my friends have ever seen. Okay, I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow morning for some more things ballroom dance. Thank you for joining me. Have an awesome day.